So I'm recording this in July of 2021, and a lot of people are disheartened about gold and silver prices going down. And at the same time, we're musing about reopening the borders, and I was thinking about a trip that I might take to Taiwan. I have family members there, and there's usually a conference every year on computer AI, and potentially to look for a future life partner there as well. But I'm kind of disheartened to see the Taiwanese dollar appreciate relative to the US dollar, right? So most people are disheartened to see the prices of just about everything else going up, right? Except for gold and silver for some reason, even if they're young, right? I see people younger than myself who need to be buying more gold and silver, and they're disheartened about the price going down. Too many people have this get-rich-quick mentality, right? I happen to not believe so much in Bitcoin, but if I did, I would be very excited about this buying opportunity right now, right? If your belief is that one day Bitcoin's going to be worth $1 million, wouldn't you want as many Bitcoins as you can get before that day, right? And then some people say, well, I might be wrong. But even if you're wrong, let's say Bitcoin goes to 2 cents a coin 20 years from now, wouldn't you still want to buy as low as possible so you don't lose as much? Right? And a lot of people can't seem to understand that. See, there's some number of trips to Taiwan I'm going to be taking throughout the rest of my life, right? It may just be a few more, maybe a lot more, whatever that number is, right? The less expensive it is, especially relative to the assets that I hold, the better, right? I actually do still have quite a number of Taiwanese dollars that I exchanged when the rates were a little bit more favorable. But even then, I don't want those to appreciate. I want the future Taiwanese dollars that I plan to accumulate to appreciate. I have a funny story about the accumulating those Taiwanese dollars. I used to have, I still do, a debit card with Capital One Bank, and they waive all your ATM fees. And one year, this was 2015, I had traveled to Taiwan when the Taiwanese dollar was very cheap. I think it was 33, 34 to 1. And I went around Taipei looking for ATMs to withdraw money. And there was a limit of 20,000 Taiwanese dollars. And I remember, because it had a once a day transaction limit. But the day actually rolls over in New York time. So I was looking at what time it would be Taiwan time. I think it was 11 a.m. or so. And so I was wandering around Taipei withdrawing the limit just before 11 a.m. and then just after. And I was supposed to meet my uncle for lunch. And I was really late showing up. My uncle was really upset. And I explained to him about how cheap the Taiwanese dollar was. And he was even more upset when he heard why I was late for lunch. He thought family was more important, and he was right. I get too carried away with the idea of investing, and sometimes I lose sight of things. I got to admit that. Now, what's really interesting in Taiwan is that the Taiwanese really love gold. Maybe not so much platinum, but they love gold. If you walk down any busy street in Taiwan, they have a lot of gold shops, right? Not necessarily coin shops, but a lot of shops where you can buy gold jewelry and bars and maybe a few coins. And I went to inquire about how much platinum I could trade for some of my gold. I had brought a few gold coins when I traveled to Taiwan. I gotta find out about what happens if you report bringing. I think if you bring more than 13,000 worth of gold, you have to report it. But I don't know what happens if you do, because I do want to go to Taiwan to trade some of the gold for other metals. I think trading gold for platinum might not be a taxable event. I gotta find that out, because if I bring it to Taiwan, it's going to be reported. And so I was inquiring about this, and unfortunately I don't have a national ID in Taiwan. I'll have to ask a family member to help me out with that. But the rates are pretty good if you trade gold for platinum over there. The premiums are very tight. Taiwan is a much bigger market for stuff like that. And then I sang my little jingle the Taiwanese speak English pretty fluently over there. So I sang my little jingle, "Why the fuck would you buy gold when you can buy platinum for half the price?" And they really loved it. They really loved it. See, here in America, people don't seem to appreciate real wealth, right? The Taiwanese, they have more gold shops than banks, it seems like, on a typical street here. I remember thinking they'll do just fine when their currency collapses, right? They'll have just as many banks, right? Except there'll be gold stores instead, right? Anyway, enjoy the price correction while it lasts, right? It's very transitory, right? It's not the inflation that's very transitory, it's the price correction, right? I don't think we'll be lucky again with having see, gold is where it is 10 years ago, right? But I bought a lot during this time, right? Especially silver, right? I bought, let's see, 3 of those 1,000 ounce silver bars and countless 100-ounce bars. Didn't buy so much junk silver because I'm accustomed to seeing junk silver going for below silver spot prices, and during that whole correction it was above. What else did I buy? I bought a few 100,000 yen Japanese coins because it's some downside protection, right? If you're wrong about gold, you still have that 100,000 yen. And even though gold has gone sideways, my wealth has really improved a lot because I was able to take advantage of the correction. So next time you see a correction, just think about how happy you would be if the currency of where you love to go on vacation goes down, right? Because the currency of your future wealth is going down, right? The future wealth that you're hopefully traveling to vacation on in the future, right, is going down, and you should be excited about the trip. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.